Hello and welcome on back to another Telltale video. In today's song, we're going at the brand new TMNT, the RW ongoing series, issue number 7, and I'll just say that with this issue, it was one which I was really looking forward to just because of everything that happened in the last issue. You're going to be quite interested in the series again, and where they'll send things up to see like where the Turtles will go next, with Turtles having to flee from New York, and having to like go to New Jersey now, and like them being on the run and all that kind of stuff. It had me pretty intrigued what they're going to be doing next for this version of the Turtles. But I just say that after reading it, I don't think it was the issue I was expecting to read. There were some bits which I did enjoy, others which I'm questioning as to how the Turtles know certain information and a tad bit hypocritical, but I guess we'll be going over that kind of stuff in this one. So, yeah. Okay, so where do we really begin with this? So, I guess we'll talk about the Hell stuff. There wasn't really too much there. He just said that he was gonna go after the Turtles, and he took out the stick from the signpost, or like, the billboard, and that's pretty much it. I wish there was a little bit more. I wish he just, I don't know, I felt like with everything that happened with him, I felt like there definitely should have been a little bit more, like, to press a lot more fools onto like New York to try and go after the Turtles. But it just felt like he was just being like, yeah, okay, we've done that a little bit, now we can go on to the next bit and all that kind of stuff. I just really felt like there should have been a lot more of him, but unfortunately there wasn't. And then, for the next bit, let's talk about April, I guess. So she was just there, minding her own business in her own home, and then she turns on the news and finds out that Raph has gone to the hospital to find Casey. And that's something we should be talking about in just a second, because I've got a few problems with that. And then the foot shot to try and take her into custody to try and question her. And that's when she decides to resist it by hitting him with a hockey stick. And then for some reason, loads of rats come out and they just start attacking all the foot. And I don't know, I mean, this bit I was somewhat thinking, oh yeah, maybe like, oh no, like Rat King's back and that kind of stuff. And from what I can tell, is the fact that they're trying to, like, more or less say that Splinter is always there, he's watching over them, even April, and trying to help out and all that kind of stuff. But how is he able to control all the rats and all that kind of stuff? I feel like this bit may need a bit more explanation as to why things are happening in this scene in particular, more than all the other ones, but it was okay. I just don't understand why all the rats were there, so I guess we'll wait and see about that, but I doubt they'll explain it. But if it is just the fact that, oh, it's just there always and somehow is able to control the rats from beyond the grave, it's it's going to be rather interesting to see what they do next with that whole subplot, which I doubt will go anywhere, but yeah, pretty interesting nonetheless. So yeah, let's talk about the Turtle side of things. So in the first bit, we do get to see the Turtles. They run away from the foot, like going through, because they've been chased by the foot, and then they go and get hit by a taxi. They drive off, and they somehow go to New Jersey. And I mean, I'll say with this bit, it was quite nice to see like the ramifications of everything that happened in the last issue, and just seeing how like drastic things have gotten with everything that happened in the last issue, and how drastic they need like take measures to like escape and all that kind of stuff. I thought that was really great. I do feel like some of it was maybe a little bit too rushed, just because this all like take place in like the first 4 or 5 pages. I mean, it wasn't bad. It's just that I feel like had they had a bit more time to like really show off like how bad of a situation they're in, it could have worked a little bit better. But I felt like at the same time, it did a pretty decent job of what it's trying to go for. And then there was one bit which I did question in the preview video, that Donnie is being like, oh no, I can't believe because of us, you know, we've got a basketball player, he won't be able to make it to his game. Oh, the horror. And, yeah, that, I thought it would get better after reading it a second time, like, fully with all context, with the whole issue and that kind of stuff. But I feel like it has only gotten worse. Like, why is he thinking that because of him and what he's done with his brothers and that kind of stuff, it's going to ruin the basketball player's life? I mean, the guy still, or the person, whoever it is, has still got the whole career and all that kind of stuff, but still left for them. They're going to miss out on one game, which probably get rescheduled. It's not that big of a deal. I don't know what Donnie's worrying about that in particular, and not like thinking, oh yeah, like maybe we like cause like a, I don't know, like maybe, you know, like a heart transplant. It was going to get to a person on time. Why was he not worried about that instead of a basketball player? there was so many other things he could have worried about, but no, he worried about that. So yeah. So after that, we do get Sabertooth. They're arguing a little bit more. There isn't really too much to this bit, but we do get Sabertooth. They all separate to try and go their own separate ways. Mikey, he goes out to I don't know what he really does. He just goes out and finds out that Hale's there, and then he gets jumped by the foot on the rooftops. Coolish. We've got Leo goes out to try and find Karai and trying to sell things, but then he ends up at a bar and tries to stop a fight, but then he ends up finding the foot. Yeah, cool, bit unnecessary, I feel like, but still cool nonetheless. And with all these fights, we don't actually get to see them, like, properly, just like with, like, the past few issues, and it's so annoying because I really want to see these fights, because these could be, like, really cool and interesting, really showcase, like, how, I don't want to say, like, broken, but, like, just how, like, disconnected they are, just like with everything else that's going on in their lives. I thought it would have been a really good showcase, like, to show like how disconnected they are with the family that is affecting like how they normally fight. I thought that could have been cool, but unfortunately it wasn't. But we do get to see Raph. He's in hospital to Casey, and he's talking to him. The only problem with this is that he doesn't know that Casey's in hospital, or at least that, like, he or I'm not too sure if he doesn't know, but even if he like. I don't know, because I feel like this would have been the kind of thing that you would like showcase in that actual issue, and then show how Raph is feeling, that kind of stuff. But no, somehow he knows that Casey's in hospital. He goes there and then fights the foot in a hospital. Possibly one of the worst places to do that, but yet they're still doing it. And then everyone comes back, and Donnie says, "Oh yeah, well, you know, basically like Splinter was with us in our different journeys in the first 4 issues." And I feel like that was kind of cool, but I feel like at the same time, I feel like they've done this kind of storyline like before in other issues. I want to say like during Sir Campbell's story, like writing or whatever it is, like whole run. I feel like that bit has been done to death already, and already been done to death like in so many other versions of Turtles, in other stories, in other franchises, and that kind of stuff. It just felt like weird to be like, oh yes, well Splinter's dead and it's with us. But yeah, they don't really do too much with it other than that. I mean, it was cool to see that in this bit we did get to see Mikey try and give Donnie a new rat as a pet. But, I mean, that was interesting. And then even seeing Raph take off his mask, it reminded me a lot of like the Mega Bloks figures without the mask on. That was a weird thing. I don't think that this new artist is quite up to standards for drawing heads compared to other top artists. But we'll wait and see about that. And yeah, so then to finally like top it all off, we do get to see Donnie. He's beating up some foot who's about to rob someone, and he's like, oh yes, well, you know, and he goes on explaining basically that autos they're like also disconnected and they can't really fight properly. But yeah, we do get to see Donnie. He's out there fighting somehow better than all the other ones, and he's showing that, like, saying that, oh yes, well, you know, he's gonna stay in New York City one person at a time, and all that kind of stuff. And I'd say that, like, with this bit here, it felt, I don't want to say hypocritical, because I feel like that might be the wrong word to use, but it just felt weird for, like, all the other Turtles who are, you know, actually in the right mind, and they're not able to properly defeat the Foot, and they're struggling with it. Meanwhile, we've got Donnie over here, who's deranged, losing his mind, all kind of stuff with Splinter, and yet he's somehow able to defeat the Foot, and it just felt a bit hypocritical in a way, but I guess we'll wait and see about that as well. But I did enjoy the ending with how it felt like, you know, it felt like an episode kind of ending, and I really did enjoy it. And yeah, I don't want to say it's a perfect ending because I have my problems with it, but I enjoyed how they ended things in this issue. But yeah, so I'd say that overall for this issue, I do feel like it was a little bit of a letdown compared to last month's issue, but I don't think it's as bad as other months' issues. And I do feel like the story is finally going in a more interesting direction. We're showing like where the Turtles are going, the struggles they're facing, and all that kind of stuff. But I just feel like this, I don't know, I feel like there's definitely something holding this whole version of Turtles back now. I feel like it's definitely the whole thing of just, oh yeah, like the Turtles had a big argument and they can't really move on beyond that. I feel like so many stories have like been told like in that kind of way before. I don't know, there's something about it. Well, I'd say that like because we've known these Turtles for over like 10 years and all that kind of stuff, it feels like weird to just like more or less. I don't want to say like more or less like reverting back to like basic states or anything like that, because They're like these characters are very diverse and interesting, but the way they're going around it now, it just feels like everything's been holding back a lot, and it's annoying. But yeah, so yeah, let me know in the comment section below what you think about this issue. Oh god, let me know in the comment section below what you think about this issue. Do you like it? Do you not? And yeah, that's going for today, guys. If you please share, subscribe, and stuff. Goodbye, yo, bye.